Hi, my name is Nathan, and today we're going to do a comic book review of Berserker, issue number 5, brought to you by Rated Comics. Let's get to it. We begin this issue with a close-up of Berserker where we're not sure what he's in, and there's a countdown to something. Whatever it is, the sensors are off the chart, and there's doubt that this will work, but I believe the voice is Diane. Trust me, this will work. Then we go into Berserker's house where B and Diane are having a conversation. And B asks Diana, well, what's your truth? Tell me the truth while you're here. And Diana tells him the truth is, I've been working with you for over a year, and I can recite word for word the years of study. And I built a 50-person research department around you. I have PhDs in physics, behavioral neuroscience, and experimental quantum mechanics degree that I invented. I turned down 2 Nobel Prizes because I didn't want attention being drawn to my research. So the truth is, I don't have a clue what to do next. B offers her a drink. She takes a drink, a Scotch neat, and she tells B, you remember being born. You basically tell me you're a god. You remember everything because they're trying to, dig into B's memory so he can figure out how to die because he's just lived, and no matter what, he just cannot die. So she offers him an unconventional solution because he's an unconventional guy, and she wants to connect with him in a different way, if you get my meaning. And B's like, okay, that sounds like a plan, but B's lived such a long life. I mean, I imagine he's had so much poom poom and or chon chon or whatever you want to call it, that it's just not about that anymore. He explains the idea that what music means to him. He tells Diana, you have any idea how much music I heard in my lifetime? At the end of the day, it's always the same. The beat, the rhythm, the lyrics. It's the same song over and over again. Every generation, every century has this different song, but it's always the same. The sound may be different, but the urge is universal. From the earliest primal beats until today, songs bring us together, a common purpose and a common desire. And we're wondering, okay, B, where are you going at with this? Diana asks him, well, so it's love. You haven't searched for love. Is that why you want to die, so you can love again? And B is like, look, who says I haven't loved? It's getting late. I'll see you tomorrow. That's what Diana tells B. And B's like, look, I hope this helped tonight. And she's like, yeah, I think it did. We go into the lab. He apologizes for last night. And she's like, look, in the name of research, I live for information that I can't discover in the lab. So B's like, so you didn't want to? She's like, look, I wanted to connect. Whatever that means for you, the more you reveal, the more I can understand about you. And based that you have a perfect memory, and we need to go into that memory. It's just that your memory is suppressed for living so long. We got to dig it up and see if we can find something that can, that can end you, because that's what you want to do, is ultimately end. But keep in mind, at the same time, the government wants to use B or his genetics so they can make an army of human soldiers. So she gives him a drink to help him relax. He puts some tubes in his head, and she gets to work. She tells B to relax. Last night was the primer. Time to light it up. I'll just focus on my voice, relax, take a deep breath, let it out, talk to me about it. So we go into another flashback of almost 80,000 years ago where B recalls his first love. He's in the pond. There's a bear. He's washing his face. He sees the girl like, hey girl, hey, my first love. And she's shocked because there's a bear there, and B's eyes lit up blue, and the bear's like, what? No, I don't want none of that. And back in those days, this one was looking at him like, alpha. So B says he was young and far from home, years from home. And if he showed his true nature in front of the girl's tribe, it was not well received. So he got her pregnant, and we see her pushing the baby out. And then also because of his nature, it ended painfully with horses chained up to his arms and legs and pulling them apart. And he sees the baby born, but the baby doesn't look like it's in perfect health, and his head gets decapitated. He never saw the child, but later he knew of the child's fate. It was born dead. Another loved one came about. After that one, same thing happened. Then he figured he stopped asking questions and tried to stop figuring out his purpose, and he just went on an orgy with other women, but even that just didn't have no meaning to him. It took him years of making that what he called mistake of falling in love, these women growing old, having babies that can't be born alive or that are stillborn or whatever it was. It was just impossible for him to figure out his purpose. And as he goes into different eras, he falls in love with different women. And it's not easy for him to fall in love with different women because he knows what's gonna happen in the end. They grow old, he doesn't. He's aged, but he doesn't, but he looks the same. The love is slower to arrive and slow to leave. Ask him why. Why is my purpose? Was he not meant to be around? Was he not to propagate? Was he not to multiply? And it's almost like you get a further exploration of what love means to Berserker. We learn B's relationship on what it means not to die. And the pattern is always the same. Falls in love, gets a girl pregnant, baby can't be born, she grows old, he moves on to the next. It's almost like to question, to yearn, to anger, lost. What is he and why? Like, what's his purpose of being here? And then it just compounds into more anger. Why? She calls him by his proper name, Unut. Listen, it's okay, you don't need to. And he just has this ball of energy and explodes. Now, I gotta leave a little meat on the bone with this issue. Now, I got to say, I feel this issue has connected me in a different way, because if it was all about B just going around and using his body as like a killing machine because the government didn't want to go into that mission because, yo, B, you can't die, just go and start killing missions, this issue would be a whole lot shorter in my personal opinion. But now with this further exploration, what love means to be, how it connects him, or how not dying, what it means to be and why he wants to die, this gives it a whole new light. The ending is a cliffhanger where I know Diana offered to connect with B, and I figure, okay, this girl wanted, but no, this girl wanted to connect in the name of research. In the name of research, come on. But I totally get it, and it leaves you with the ultimate cliffhanger with who is what, is the research meant for what it really is, and what are they really trying to do? Is there really an underlying agenda? I don't know, but we got to see it through. With that being said, Berserker issue number 5. What you guys think of the comic book? Comment below, let me know. And also, if you want to get the copy of your Berserker issue number 5, go on and get your copy from RatedComics.com. Link in description. If you like the content we're throwing up, you know what to do. Don't be shy and don't be stingy. At Rated Comics, we do awesome comic book reviews, comic book related content with the occasional comic book giveaway. Thanks again for watching. Until next time.